Hi and welcome back to the channel, guys. We are continuing Band of Brothers. This is episode 8 titled The Last Patrol, and we just went through episodes 6 and 7, Battle of the Bulge episodes. And yeah, those were some tough ones, definitely. And they were like the first one with focusing on Eugene and the whole medic aspect of it. And then the next one focusing more on just Easy Company and the people that we've come to know, and then, you know, what happens to some of them, and, you know, both the physical damage and the mental damage, and like how much of a toll it really takes on these brave soldiers. So yeah, I think we're just ready to jump into the next one and see where it goes from here. And you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions for Band of Brothers and all the other shows that we are doing on our Patreon page. The link is down in the description below. Let's go.
You have a feeling you're going to live through the war. You have a feeling it's starting to ease off. It's just a gut feeling, but everybody had that feeling. I believe I might be able to live through it. So walk carefully. Take care of yourself.
Just walking around for years with the thought that I'm probably already dead, and then getting to this point where it's like, might survive.
Now look what I found.
Oh.
Hey guys, Sergeant Martin. What do you want, Private? Yeah, right. Report to second, Webster. They'll find a place for you.
Wow.
Next truck up, Webster. You'll find second. Move.
You are no longer part of the group.
Try to bust out and help us in Bastogne, Web.
I don't know how I would have done that.
It's funny, because Popeye found a way.
Yeah.
So did Allie, right? Back in Holland. And Garnier. And...
Yeah, where is Garnier? He's still your platoon sergeant?
Nah,
Let's go.
he got hit.
Blew his whole leg off.
Amend, Joe Toy.
Sergeant.
No reason to. Okay.
Over dramatic.
Wants us to cross the river.
Yeah, but that water's cold.
It had to be a full moon. So much for the cover of darkness. It's gonna leave the patrol exposed.
Is this the company CP for Easy?
Yes, sir.
As you were.
Lieutenant Jones looking
Colin Hanks.
Wait, yeah.
on his way, sir.
Of course. He's gonna put his own kid in this.
Would you like a coffee, sir?
Oh, he's so young.
Platoon are you
Yeah.
in? Oh, we're about to find that out.
When'd you graduate?
June 6th, sir.
June 6th of last year?
D-Day, yes, sir.
Alright, don't get hurt.
Sir, I'd like to volunteer for the patrol.
Hey, look, we just scratched. We got some spots.
Hey, OP two. This way.
Potatoes. Oh, that was close. Jesus, okay. I think I remember, like, Webster, he's the guy who gave the chocolate to the young kid. Back in Holland.
You haven't made any attempts to cross the river.
They have roofs over their heads, sir, just like us. I don't think anybody wants to do anything stupid at this point.
People
right?
are
Why are
tired
you holding out
of
on me?
this
I know
war.
you know.
Just give us the names, Webb.
Who?
You can't let on that you know.
Your secret safe, Web.
Don't give in to peer pressure.
There is a patrol set for tonight. So far, Spears wants McClung.
Yeah, we've just fucking heard. Webster here told us.
PX rations just came in, including winter shoe packs.
Beautiful.
Yeah, finally, right?
Wow.
Now we're in a nice warm house.
Also, we got showers.
All right, let's move! Clear it out!
Yeah, you really need to be ready for anything at a moment's notice. Hey, at least they're able to laugh about it.
Yeah.
A shower. When's the last time you think these guys had a shower? Oh no.
No.
I was on my way back.
The one with the spots.
Phil Keane, the Tacoma man, was killed because he was carrying a sack of potatoes from one building to another.
Can't believe you're gonna make Malarkey leave it.
Christ, he only lost his 5 best friends. What the fuck's he got to live for?
Has it been a long time since your last shower, Professor?
Like, he looks so different from like when we first met him. But then, like, all of them do, pretty much.
Lieutenant Jones wanted to experience combat before the war was over. Don Malarkey had been on the front lines every time Easy Company had seen action since D-Day.
Come on, come on. Fucking day. Give me a take I'm supposed to watch these. Come on, I smoke cigarettes, damn it. Come on, I got a wounded ass.
Got a wounded ass!
Got a point about Sergeant Malarkey.
Yeah, point.
Fine, you can go. There'll be a briefing. CP 1700. Sergeant Martin here will lead the patrol.
Oh.
His place. The whole battalion will be covering your withdrawal. We've identified targets. We planned fire for him. Good luck.
Thanks, sir.
10 hut. As you were, carry on.
Tries to get out of everything. Whatever.
What? He didn't choose that.
Okay, you men going on patrol? Just kidding. Nothing rattles, nothing shines, no helmets.
Right, stealth is of the essence.
Getting back safely could be successfully accomplished in as little as 10 minutes. The same mission could be met with disaster and result in nothing more than 15 Americans killed or wounded in action.
Well, I hope it's gonna be scenario number 1, you know. Do not fall in. Jesus. Fuck, okay.
In twos.
Well, I bet they're glad Martin is leading the patrol at least.
Yeah.
Let's go! Jackson, wait! Take care of him.
Oh, man.
Let's go, Webster, let's go!
Too fast there, huh?
Yeah. A little too eager.
Let's go, move out! Let's go, move!
Okay. So they got the targets, now it's just all about getting back.
Jesus Christ, come on, blow the goddamn whistle!
Who's got the whistle? It's Lieutenant Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fucking ground! Shoot him or we'll have to come back for more! You and the boy!
Yeah, don't fucking shoot the targets or the prisoners. I would almost be like, fuck it, I'm swimming across.
It's really cold though.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay. Get him to Eugene immediately. Oh, whoa.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Oh, okay, Eugene's here.
Jackson!
His family, I'm sure, got a telegram from the War Department saying he died a hero on an important mission that would help win the war. In fact, Eugene lost his life on a stretcher in a dank basement in Haguenau, crying out in agony while his friends looked on helplessly. He was just one more casualty in a war that was supposed to be all but over.
Fuck, that was tough.
It was his own grenade.
He died of his wounds, sir. Well executed. It's not your fault. Talk to your men.
He told him to wait and everything. But yeah, it must still weigh very heavily on... Yeah.
It's still your responsibility.
Yeah, he was in charge of it. And...
What you looking at, Webster?
That's what I thought, college boy.
What's his problem?
Shut up. It's boring, okay? Taking this side, Johnny?
Not taking anyone's side. You're just being
Yeah, I am.
a bit of an asshole.
He also knows you picked up 2 prisoners who talked.
About what?
OB, supply trouble, Hitler's favorite color. I don't know. None of it gets us across the river.
What's the point?
He gave him a successful patrol. Now he wants 2.
Successful. We'd have to venture farther into town this time. Captain Spears, you have the map, please?
Yeah, Sergeant Grant.
It's going to be even more dangerous than the last one. Great.
I want you all to get a full night's sleep tonight. Which means in the morning, you will report to me that you made it across the river. We're unable to secure any live prisoners.
Whoa.
Is he disobeying?
He does not
Shot for tomorrow.
want to risk anything like the day before moving off the line. Like, he does not want to lose any more people.
Moving off the line.
But please, no one say, don't say anything.
I think you might be honest.
I'm supposed to do that.
Sir, join us at the company CP.
They want to make sure he's not going to tell? Maybe.
Harry, I didn't expect to see you this soon. I figured you'd be nursing that scratch for another month or 2.
You miss me, Louis.
Lieutenant Jones, regiment has seen fit to promote you to first lieutenant. Want you on staff up there.
Go far with that.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Guess you lost another platoon leader, huh, Webb?
So a second patrol never happened. Word was Captain Nixon wrote up a bogus report and regiment never got wise.
Before I forget, Colonel Sink's a bit unhappy with the appearance of your uniform. He says it's not befitting to your rank.
Oh,
He's giving him a
it's a medal.
Oak leaves.
Congratulations.
Oh no, he got
Another
promoted to
promotion.
Major.
Gentlemen, we're ready.
Major Winters. Nice.
Sergeant Mark.
Hey, Lieutenant. Good work. Thanks, sir. Good to have you along. Good luck, man. Here.
I wondered if people back home would ever know what it cost the soldiers to win this war. How could anyone ever know of the price paid by soldiers in terror, agony, and bloodshed if they'd never been to places like Normandy, Bastogne, or Haguenau?
Yeah.
oh.
Okay, so that's where it is going. Alright, so that was the last patrol. Last patrol in Haguenau at least. And now they are moving into Germany, and it's almost like we're getting to the end point of the war. And only 2 episodes left. So yeah, this was kind of a different episode yet again, and even though it felt like, or it seemed like maybe not a lot happened, it still went by pretty quick, this episode, I think.
Yeah, the first half an hour I didn't know it was just like 5 minutes or something.
yeah. And it's just, I think, because we're getting so used to spending time with these people, and especially, you know, the first half of this episode and like a big portion of it was, you know, just spending time with these people and just going back and forth and talking and looking back at what they've been through, what they're going to do, this patrol here, and them, you know, getting to a state of mind where it's like, we might actually survive this. We might actually get to go home at the end of all of this shit, and not trying to get used to the idea that probably gonna die or we're dead already and stuff like we've already talked about. So it was just nice to be in their presence, even though some things did go down, and this patrol, even though it was a success per se, it just they still lost a man, and even though it was to his own, it was like friendly fire sort of deal, because of his own grenade and him being too eager, it does not take away from the fact that I'm sure a lot of these men felt like, no, this was not a successful mission at all. We just went in there, got some prisoners who are probably not even going to tell us anything we don't know already. So we essentially just did this, and lost a man, and like we could have avoided that. And I think that's what Winters also, like he came to the like conclusion that no, I'm not gonna send them on a second one.
Yeah.
Like, why bother? Seriously.
Yeah, we saw that conversation between him and Nix.
Yeah.
Was that the guy? I can't remember. He was talking. Was it Nix?
Yeah, like when what?
They were standing at the brink of the river.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
they were talking about what went down with the patrol and why. I can't remember his name, but the higher ranking guy that's kind of overseeing this whole
yeah.
How he wanted them to go for another patrol because it was so successful.
Yeah.
And when he got to the meat of it all, like what we actually gained from this patrol, he was just like, well, we gained nothing, and now he wants us to go even further in and on an even more dangerous patrol.
Exactly.
And for what reason? Because it's like we can't. There's no reason to do this.
It's just because the higher ups, they think they like the sound of a successful mission where you were able to extract some prisoners or whatever. Like they just want successful missions or patrols, I guess, or successful in their eyes at least. And Winters and Nix, as you said, like they were discussing, rightly so, like, well, so what did we actually gain from this? What are they gonna tell us besides fucking Hitler's favorite color or like
exactly.
Yeah, which is pretty useless information. And I know he was probably just joking there, but that was just his way of like telling, like, it's gonna be useless shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. And nothing new and nothing they could use in an attack or
to win the war, because that's
strategically using
exactly, because that is what they're going for now, is like ending this whole thing, because there is an end in sight.
That's also what they talked about with Jackson when he died. How it was so close to the finish line that they could actually like see the end of the war, and they were basically done with it, or at least so they think. They still need this last push, I'd say, into Germany, and just like completely just shutting everything down. But they're just on the brink of the end of the war. And his family got a letter saying how he died. He rose?
A heroic death.
A heroic death, on the battlefield, basically. But he and that's almost like the sad thing about it, right? He died. Not only did he die from his own grenade because he was a bit too
eager to run
get in there, and apparently didn't listen to
Martin saying like wait. Yeah.
He even said it twice or something, like screamed wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also just he died right here right on the end of it. He could have actually pulled through, right?
Exactly, going out on a patrol that probably didn't really give them anything extra or give them an extra edge or anything when it comes to ending the war. And I also think that just the way he was going out, and what really also made the scene so much more tough to watch, was the fact that he was really like, I do not want to die now. Like, we're so close. Like, he didn't say that out loud, but that was kind of like the feeling I got. Like, there was almost like an extra emphasis on the fact that I do not want to die. I do not want to die. And like we've seen a lot of these people, of course, suffer horribly from wounds and everything through the entire series and dying. But I believe this is like the first time we've really seen someone or focusing in on someone who's like maybe about to die and then like totally panicking and being like, I do not want to die. I do not want to die. And that is maybe because of, that whole, I might actually make it through this war. And someone like Jackson and all the others, they've been thinking, I'm most likely gonna die, as we talked about, but now because it's at the end, he was just getting used to the thought that I might actually pull through, just like everybody else here. And then, so it just somehow made the whole thing that much more sad to watch.
Yeah, but it felt like everyone was kind of tired and somewhat defeated and
deflated, totally.
Yeah. And they also talked about how Malarkey was definitely not the same, and he was just completely. I think he was tired. He was worn out. But
totally,
at this point,
it was
because he's been in every single attack or battle or whatever kind of mission they have been sent out on. He has been on all of them.
He's been there all the way, and it was very clear it was very clear to see on his face and everything that this has taken a huge toll on him and everybody else. And just the scene with this guy Cobb, who he can be a bit of an asshole, like we've seen that in previous episodes, or he can just be a little bit dickish so to say. But you can also see where he's coming from with because of course, like, especially in this episode, and you just mentioned it, they're all tired. They're all like, they feel defeated. They're done, even though they're close to winning the war. They just want this to be over with. They're tired of going on patrols and taking orders and being sent into danger and might die at any moment. So that will totally make someone a bit jaded and make them, pick up a bottle and go like, fuck it, So it is understandable.
We also got to see the war from another, like a not necessarily like a fresh perspective. But
no, we've seen Webster before, but yeah,
a different perspective, because we've seen Winters from his perspective, where we followed him and his journey, and then we've seen it from Eugene,
the
medic, So we've seen it from like a medic's point of view, and we've seen it from
replacements,
Lipton, and from Lipton's point of view.
Yeah, I've seen it from Lipton, and from many different people. Yeah.
Now we're having added a little bit more, like another point of view as well. Is like when you come back from rehabilitation and have missed like big battles, and all these people that known from before the battles, they kind of see you as a replacement, and even though you've been through all of this shit together before you got injured or wounded or whatever, they suddenly treat you differently. And of course I understand they have not been through the same thing.
Yeah. It's the bonds that are being forged in the crucible of war. Like, even if it's just a lot can happen in 4 months. Was it 4 months that he was gone? But I believe it was something to that extent.
3 or 4 months.
Yeah. But he was a part of Operation Market Garden and D-Day and everything there, but then got injured in Holland. And he was therefore not a part of the whole Bastogne and Battle of the Bulge part of it. And for that reason, you're totally right. They kind of treated him like a replacement. And there was even a scene where we saw one of the replacements who came in the episode Replacements, who, like, they of course treated as a new guy, very green and everything. And he's even more part of it now than Webster. But Webster also didn't do what many of the others who came back from the hospital did. He did not go AWOL. He went through the system, and he went through rehabilitation and some training again and everything. Like, he did not go AWOL. And I think some of them thought that he was trying to, not get back to them, or trying to stay out of the war or as long as he could. And maybe blaming him a little bit for not coming back.
Definitely, we even heard them say specifically he's just trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
As much as he can, because his German is just as good as mine. He's actually he doesn't know a little German. He knows a lot of German. He knows as much as I do.
Yeah.
And he of course heard that, and because he's also, I think he was, of course, still honorable. He said, "Okay, well, it's a problem for you. So I'll just take your place instead, because we don't need two translators. So you just go ahead and you just..."
Yeah, you take a break. You need it way more than I do. And even the whole shower thing, like, no, we don't need showers. And it also kind of sends a wrong signal. Like, no, we're not going to, like, we just came fresh from the hospital and wherever Lieutenant Jones came from.
West Point.
West Point, yeah. It was interesting to see Colin Hanks. Like, did not expect him to show up.
No, and that's why I was probably very vocal about seeing him, because I really like him. At least as an actor. And of course, he is the son of Tom Hanks, and Tom Hanks is one of my favorites, I guess. So
like many
definitely,
people's favorites.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely it doesn't hurt.
And just speaking of Tom Hanks, we know, and you guys told us in our reaction to episode
Crossroads?
5, yeah, Crossroads. That Tom Hanks, he was apparently in the room or in that barn, with the Red Devils when they got rescued, and you could apparently see him there. So he is in this, but most of the time he's behind the camera, and he, of course, directed Crossroads, the episode. So yeah. But do you have anything else you want to say?
It's a very small thing. In the start, Webster came back and kind of introduced himself, and hey, I know I've been gone for long and everything, and he was trying to find his place back in the Easy Company, and everyone was just like, we don't want you here, so just kept referring him down, or pushing him down the line, and just trying to get rid of him.
Move on, buddy, move on.
Basically, and finally they found a place in the 2nd platoon, and when he finally got to that wagon where they sat, they didn't really want to help him up.
No, he just had to just make room for himself.
Yeah,
pretty
basically.
Much.
But in the end, after all of this, we suddenly see that he was like given a hand.
Yeah.
He actually reached out his hand for him and helped him up, and that's kind of like a bit like a redemption.
Yeah. Now you're back, and we went on this thing together, and okay, you're back into the fold now, and okay, we trust that you didn't stay away because you didn't want to get back to us and help us and everything.
It's just some sort of like, welcome back thing. And I just thought that was a very nice little detail. But
yes,
I love details like that.
Definitely. But that's gonna do it for this reaction and review of Band of Brothers, episode 8, The Last Patrol. We have 2 more to go. It's I know the next one is people have been telling us that's a tough one, and then the last episode is hopefully gonna be a little more easy to watch, no pun intended. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, see you very soon. Bye.